disable the PS4. Yeah, boot it up. I'll give it a listen, and just hopefully we'll see.
Oh, I can hear audio.
Oh, right. Finally. Well, we got there eventually.
Yeah.
Granblue Fantasy Versus.
So I'll lead you the way.
Alright, looks like we are going to be getting underway with our top 8 here at Find the Gap for Granblue Fantasy versus Rising. First up, we're going to be having Cake versus Light, two names that you probably recognize if you know about the UK scene. Cake, of course, our wonderful head TO of the Promenade events. Make sure that you sign up to Transcendence, coming up later this year. And of course, Light, the Wonder Child, the Lord Revo champ himself, here to play Beatrix instead of the Vera. And of course, Cake rocking the classic Beelzebub. Yeah, both these two long-time veterans of the Granblue scene, been around for a good few years. I think Cake even longer, ever since the PS4 days back in base Granblue in 2020. Light's been around, I want to say, since around 2022-ish. But yeah, we're underway with our first set. Bubs versus Beatrix. Cake versus Light. Beatrix, of course, a character that's been on everyone's radars as of late. Incredibly strong, but of course, got to start things off with a butt check. Winners round 3, of course. This is our first set of top 8. Winner's side. So the winner of this will be moving on to, I believe, bonus finals. On the other side, I think we have, we're going to be having Ixis versus Spectre next, but of course, focusing on this set, Beatrix versus Beelzebub. Bubs, typically in this game, kind of plays that kind of methodical neutral that you'd expect from the character. Lots of good mid-range options, but Beatrix proven to be a character that can bypass a lot of those strong neutral options that you otherwise be scared of, and she gets great rewards for doing so. No conversion off the M riding free coming out from Light. Right, good 6-6M, getting that knocked down, but Light being aggressive on the defense, and now Cake stuck in the corner. He definitely doesn't want to get hit here. Right, dives his way out, and that's always the option you've got to look for against Beelzebub, and that is such a strong setup as well, using the UK Excalibur, but the U riding free, swerving under, and now Light gets the throw. Oh, big shimmy. That close heavy is going to be more than enough to do it. Has all of the resources in the world. Doesn't even need to make this combo long. Drops it with the close heavy there, unfortunate for Light. But the SBA, the reaction SBA is going to be enough. The trade, funnily enough, but it's still very much in Light's favor. Picking up the slack after that combo drop. Alright, so I think the crucial thing against Beatrix in general that Cake is going to need to keep in mind is to really kind of assert that screen control. He doesn't want to get pushed to the corner, even though Beatrix is fantastic at doing so. Right, now has the corner control. Light patiently waiting, and you'll see that far heavy from Light coming out quite a lot. It's such a good button in neutral for a character that is otherwise kind of leaning more towards that rushdown style of gameplay. Having that kind of big, relatively low commitment, high reward poke. There it is, counter poking the approach from Cake. Dive once again out of the corner. Let's see how Light is able to adjust to that. That is the key thing to look out for in the corner versus Bubs. You know, Cake loves to use that neutral jump very liberally in order to play his defense. Preemptive on the Brave counter, and that's probably going to be, no, not enough to get the KO just yet. Doesn't have the meter to end in SBA. So has to be very careful, and the throw whiffs. Light taking game 1. Light so far hasn't threatened a single command grab, the Nothing Is Forever, the 5U to get that Delta Clock. We may see that come into play, but Cake using those DPs very, very well. Right. Keeping Light pinned in the corner once again, takes the plus frames from the dive, but the counter hit on the BC is going to give Light the stage positioning. Oh, that's a huge 2H. Oh, but combos into the Thunderbird, and that's going to be a lot of damage. There's our first 5U. Good once again from Cake, using that U-dive, the H-dive, excuse me, H-Unisonic to get out of the corner. Once again, another dive, and this is very much surmountable until the M riding free, getting that counter hit, and now Light one round away from taking this 2-0. I want to say that it's probably first to 2 until top 3, question mark? Yes, first to 2 until top 3. So Light now at set point. Oh, big jump in, but doesn't pick up afterwards. Oh, missing the block on the low part of the H Chaos Caliber. Okay, gonna take a solid chunk of damage, deal a solid chunk of damage. Right, once again, approaching with the 6XM, the Delta Clock on the HDP. Non-anti-air, so not gonna get the combo afterwards. Good on Cake, not biting on the shimmy. Right, goes for a nice late dive there. And another EX dive landing its mark. Oh, the Anthem, definitely a misinput, but no punish from Light. The U riding free, not reaching far enough. Still, this is going to be a lot of damage. I think he builds the meter back for the SPA as well. Yes, he does. Going to go for the full max damage combo with the double fireball into the SSPA. Look at the life bar vanish on the side of Cake. One more hit for Light is going to do it. Wow, the run-up close heavy, but no confirm afterwards. Yep. Dives out the corner. No whiff punish on the grab. Gets the charged Black Flies and able to convert Cake, keeping himself alive. Taking the round. So far, Light's doing a really good job kind of varying his offensive timings again, making very liberal use of that far heavy. It's only -8 on block, so space, none of the 8-frame buttons can really punish it well. No reaction on the combo, but instead just goes for the DP afterwards. Player slowing down the pace, takes the plus frames with the Thunderbird. Nice with punish, but again, no capitalization that time. Good reaction, the young man reactions coming through for Light and gets the Delta Clock hit. Nice this time, Cake blocking the delay close heavy. That did catch him out big time before. This time the mash. Gonna contest, probably gonna go for another one into the combo, into the U Chaos Caliber to finish. Doesn't even need it, the Black Flies are enough. Cake keeping up the set, 1-1.
Hello? Are we back?
Hello, hello?
Hello? Just give a sec, sorry about that. We're running on the... as much as it isn't as possible. Is it running? I'm not even sure it's running. Alright, give me a second.
In the meantime, do you mind if you go to options just to move the HUD down a bit? The HP. Yeah, unfortunately our overlays are kind of covering the waypoints.
Oh yeah, I always forget that there's something that you can do.
Yeah, bring it to the top. Max there. There'll be a slight delay, sorry about that, but it's just coupled. Yeah, we should be good. Yeah, good. Sorry about that. Technical issues here.
Everything good on our end?
Hopefully, we're kind of like holding on by a thread with the internet.
Alright.
But otherwise, if anything, there will be VODs that will be uploaded.
Okay. Alright, underway with game 3. Once again, using that riding free. This time, Cake immediately pressing with the aggressive close heavy. Watch your toes. You always got to be on the lookout. This character Beatrix able to threaten those full screen lows, and they can get so much reward off of it in the right situations as well. Lovely reaction to the dive with the DP this time. And great bait on the DP as well. That should be enough to get the KO. Got all the resources once again. Close medium RS. Into the Embraska sword. Once again, light at set points. Immortal Assault, that's the SPA. Nice! Both players showing off their reactions against these various tools. Oh, yeah, that time, Cake not having access to the DP, not able to kind of react to that time with the DP. Once again, that far heavy just clipping. Again, great reaction from Light, just ready with those DPs now. And yeah, you've always got to keep holding down versus that riding free. It will catch your toes and lead to such high reward. Oh, good block on the 6XM. Good check on the throw as well. Cake's defense remaining steadfast until, once again, the DP tears through the Karma. And Light moving on to winners finals. Good stuff to both players. Alright, yes, as I mentioned before, next up we'll be having Ixis versus Lord Spectre. Lord Specs. Zoe versus Lucilius. Not a matchup that we see all too often. Two kind of lesser seen, lesser represented characters, both relatively strong. A lot of people were on the Lucilius hype train when he first released, but significantly fewer. And now, of course, joining me is going to be the man that just played in this set, Cake. How's it going, brother?
Medium riding free. What a move.
He remembered partway through the set that he is a young baby boy, and he
Yeah.
started reacting to things.
Yeah, I know, right? A bit rude, to be honest. I kind of
Yeah.
wish he'd let me have that for a bit longer, but hey-o. I'm really happy with, what was it, the mid-round that I won, game 2, because that light link at the end is really difficult, and I really struggle with it, so I'm happy I landed that. But
Nice.
yeah, light kind of good at the game, would you believe it? First seed in this bracket, which is
Makes sense.
pretty nice. And we have our second seed coming up right now, Mr. Ixis, who you are more familiar with than me.
Yes.
I'm familiar with him as the tormentor of many a ranked grind, but he also spent the first 90 minutes of today kicking my ass. So
Yeah, so I've known Ixis for the best part of about a decade now, since the humble days of Smash for Wii U. Yeah, he was the best player in the UK in that game, one of the best players in Europe. Has a history with BlazBlue as well, but like a long time ago. This was before like Central Fiction was out and stuff, so
right.
early 2010s, late 2000s, and now he's always expressed interest in base Granblue. He played it a little bit more casually back then, but it was a bit harder for him to commit to because state of the netcode and all that.
Yeah,
now,
of
of course, with Rising, he's been on an absolute grind, obviously. Now, You know, if you run into him, not only do you see the 7,000 rank crystals, you'll see he has well over 12,000 games. He has been absolutely feeding the game. Meanwhile,
there's so many people that are just like proper hard grinding at the moment.
Yes.
I'm loving it. And then yeah, I think as you're about to lead on to someone that we don't see quite as much, but has a very notable showing already in this game. Top 8 outplayed. We have Lord Specs, who's sitting there on the Lucilius, also a character that we really don't see too often. We see Zavid Lucilius come out there a little bit. Back in the day we had Xenos Lucilius as well, but in front of us, me, Lord Specs. We saw these two playing a little bit earlier while they were kind of practicing warming up for the bracket, and things were generally going in the favor of Ixis. So I'm interested to see how this one goes.
yeah, Nixis plays this, he plays pretty slow, pretty methodical. He likes to just kind of harass with the dragon at these safe ranges, managing to get the 6XL, finding his way in, going to set up into... No Thunder setup. Instead, just goes for the throne.
Yep. Good spot dodge.
Big spot dodge right there. Not sure if he can get the damage to get the KO here, but it'll be put in a really good position.
Yeah, not quite. That was an interesting little flub there. But going to give Lord Specs a chance to unleash the Paradise Loss.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was meant to be an SBA instead of the 623. Definitely a misinput on the side of Ixis, but...
Yeah, so very notably, no BP available to him at the moment. No meter for Lord Specs to be able to continue that into that Raging Chain there as well.
Good challenge with the 2L. Wow, anti-ed!
Yeah, intercepted by the L-Phosphorus, and yeah, it's going to be Specs who takes this first round.
Yeah, Ixis had a lot of control until that flub partway through the round. That was very unfortunate, but big H-Dragon coming out. Mid-range pressure continuing, takes the plus frames with the 623H.
Yeah, so Ixis is really good at playing around this sort of range and being able to capitalize on every single thing he throws out. It's really, really nasty to play with. And again, while I was seeing him play earlier, he wasn't really having a good time with it. DP going to get blocks here, going to allow Ixis more chance and more damage. Unfortunately, dropping on that close heavy. Yep. So, of course, looking there for the spot dodge on heavy Phosphorus.
Wow, active enough to still catch the Tessera right there. Crazy
well
stuff.
Yeah, real menace of a move that you Thunder.
Yeah.
Going under the heavy aerial spinning slash. Lord Specs gonna give up his turn there with the triple attack overhead, gonna allow Ixis to start controlling the mid screen again. And Lord Specs just happy to sit back a little bit.
Yeah. Right, introducing the throw into offense now. He's immediately wants to charge that dragon a little bit more. That's something that you have to be mindful of against Zoe. You have to be mindful of how much dragon she has and the likelihood that she's going to start charging. Those are your turns, opportunities to potentially challenge her on offense or on defense.
Yeah, nice starter here with that far medium into the U Iblis. We're going to be finishing off with the U Iscariot as well.
Solid damage, fantastic corner carry as well.
Throw gets baited, just about punished there. Yeah, going to riff early on the SBA, bringing down to 0 BP. I agree with the decision.
Yeah. Also gets a BP back, so has quite a lot of flexibility. Not going to take the increased damage. Oh, the throw!
Second throw coming out, one more, going to end this first game. Tries to bait one there with the U-Tessera, but not quite enough. Lord Specs just going to work a little bit harder here, but the anti-air with that 2H is going to bring this game one to a close.
Yeah, great reaction right there. Noticing the jump and getting that 2H. It is really interesting again because it feels like Ixis is in control in a lot of these situations, but Specs is just doing a fantastic job maintaining that composure and just finding the openings where he needs to.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, we're seeing very passive round starts here for Specs. And, you know, clearly working out for him in the end. He's happy to give Ixis a lot of this screen control because he's making the most out of the opportunities he's getting. But that heavy aerial spinning slash going to go over the L-Phosphorus here. Big first opener here for Ixis.
Yeah, that's what he was looking for before. Once again, draining Spectre to just 1 BP with plenty of health on the side of Ixis as well.
Oh, a little bit late there on the anti-air. After corner damage again, ends with the Paradise Loss. So that's again, as we mentioned earlier, BP back to Specs, as well as bringing Ixis down to 1.
Now, once again, he has to deal with the pressure that Specs has been unleashing, but challenges quickly with the 2L.
Yeah, yeah, very happy to challenge on defense. I've been noticing quite a lot from his games today, and he's very well placed with his defensive matches. Very slow here at round start. Happy to give Ixis the space. Maybe want to wear down that Dragon Meter a little bit first, but gonna find himself pushed into this right-hand corner very early. No anti-air there on the H-Tessera, but just locks in this right-hand corner here. Really well placed sweep.
Yeah, just outside of that range of that far heavy. Nice anti-air with the 63H. Exchanging DPs and exchanging sides once again. This time gets the throw. I smell a throw bait coming soon, Cake.
Yeah, I'm feeling it as well. We're going to see a drop there. No Raging Strike, unfortunately, for Specs to get out of that combo again. Going to give out the turn.
Oh!
DP coming out against the new Dragon, that was.
Yep, that was definitely supposed to be a Thunder, I feel like. Just probably try to do a bit of a quarter circle and instead messing up the input slightly.
Yeah, look at him backing off so much. But not much Dragon Gauge left for Ixis here. Both players sitting on at least 50 meter. Is that going to be spent there on the UE Iblis? And then, yeah, here we are. H-Tessera finally anti-aired. Just hits him with the overhead.
Yep.
And bring it to an equalizer. So happy that move exists in this game in some form still. I'd be sad if it was gone.
Yeah, it's not the move that it used to be. Gets the punish with the far heavy, but not going to get too much beyond that.
Good block. Trying to press, I think that was 2M there. Just intercepted by the L-Dragon. Yeah, just happy for this Dragon Meter to get used up. Unfortunately, he's just going to find himself in the corner here, lightning setup. And just going to get caught by the very upper tip of that DP.
Yeah, that DP, the H Phosphorus hits so high. Nice fuzzy match
nice.
versus the U Thunder in the air.
Yeah, bringing it down, nearly at that third blade level, nearly starting to get that damage increase going.
Spencer BP wants that additional corner carry and is going to take it. Gets a lot of Dragon Meter back as well. Very crucial.
Great anti-air. No, Raging Strike gonna whiff in that instance. Yeah, so
now,
difficult to get out. And yeah, just the 2M gonna close this one.
especially against a character like Lucilius, you can play that kind of long-range attrition game, knowing that his projectiles are quite slow. SSBA doesn't reach that range, and even SBA, you know, not going to be the most rewarding option there.
Yeah, we'll see a really aggressive round start actually compared to what Specs has been doing previously. Unfortunately, going to end in with just in this left-hand corner here, and again, we're seeing Ixis in that really dominant position that he has been. Going to pick up with the JU loops. Second one going in, not quite enough for the ender, and then throw bait at the end.
Very, very nice, and that's going to be a very clean round, as presuming he gets the closer. There we go, into SBA. Linked for the extra damage, and that should be enough to seal the set.
Yeah, wonderful sequence there at the end. Really well played from both players, but Ixis taking this one 2-1. I love Zoe, man. Watching this character is so cool. I love watching both of these characters, actually. I know you're not the biggest fan of Farsa, but
No.
I do love me a bit of Lucilius. It's a shame the character's not more popular.
As I was saying before, you know, anyone who plays one of the villain characters is not Belial also plays Lucilius.
Yeah. I mean, no, I dabble with Lucilius a lot,
Yeah.
actually. He's funny. He does
Because
some
he
fun
has
things.
he has boss character energy,
Yeah, he does.
and so does Bubs, and so does Avatar Belial. They all have boss character energy. Belial doesn't. Belial's just Belial.
Belial is a boss character in terms of TLS placement.
Yeah, he gets privileged Shoto energy, which is
He
very,
does.
very much a trend and a theme in this game. A lot of very strong Shoto-coded characters, all-rounder characters that just kind of get a little bit of everything, and all of it is very good. Speaking of very good, we're going to be having MFH up next.
Yeah, so
Siegfried.
player from my side of, not the pond really, but you know, my side of the country. Siegfried player has been grinding the game very hard. I mean, it's understandable when you learn that he's from the Netherlands, and that region has been very good in this game so far.
Shout outs to Space, shout outs to Jesse,
Yeah.
S1,
Shout outs
Mundo,
to Mundo.
66M Connoisseur.
And yeah, you see him here repping the Siegfried, making a lot of improvements recently. I play him, you know, once every couple of weeks at our locals. Keep it really competitive. and I'm very happy to see it. To be honest, I like seeing players very local to me take the game seriously, and definitely is. So yeah, of course on the Siegfried as well. He's incapable of picking a bad character in any game that he plays.
That is a very nice feeling. Some people just kind of stumble into the right character every time.
Yeah,
Strong characters every
he's
time.
definitely one of them. But then on the other side, gotta admit, not familiar with the name, but I've seen
The Zeta game
going around today. So
Zeta keyboard warrior.
Zeta, yeah, on the keyboard, which I'm pointing at. You guys can't see it, but
Well. It's below the cam, so even once they switch cams, you probably won't see it. But yeah, been repping the keyboard the whole time.
Yeah, of course we're playing on PC today, which I've certainly enjoyed. TOs maybe not have with some of the setup shenanigans that we've had going on, but
Speaking of which, there are some shenanigans happening at the
there
right
sure
side.
are. But yeah, I mean PC is always very nice to play on. It's what we all practice here in Europe. So yeah, very happy with that.
Do you happen to know who else we have in the bracket on the other side of losers?
We have...
I saw a Charlotta earlier.
Does it? Yeah, that's the Charlotta, and I do not know the name, but we have a Cagliostro player.
Okay.
Kai player beat Midori, who is Zoe player from Portsmouth, and I believe lost closely to Spectre as well. So,
okay.
Yeah, so our other player here on the losers side top 8 will get into that game after this one, and after we've sorted a couple of shenanigans going on. Of course, much love to the staff here at Find the Gap. They've all been brilliant. And we are 100% the most problematic bracket, and they're putting up with us and allowing us to play on PC. So, much love, of course. Some good stuff. And yeah, much love to you as well for showing up, hopping on the mic a little bit.
Yeah, I wish I'd turned up earlier so I could have entered. Next time.
I saw that the opening time was 11, so it's like, okay, I'm from Dorset, right? I have to take a couple hours bus.
Yeah.
So I'm up at 6:30, getting ready for a bus leaves at 8. Get here, find out the Granblue is at 3:30. So I have been waiting around for a while to get playing bracket. They had casual set up basically as soon as I got here, so I've been playing people all day. It's been really nice actually, but might sleep in a little bit more next time.
Yeah, I slept in a little bit too much, and then I just had stuff to do at home.
Yeah.
I could have done it a bit quicker. I took a bit of leisurely time having breakfast because I thought I'm like guaranteed to miss bracket anyway. I'm just gonna turn up whenever. And then realizing I get here at about 4, realizing that I didn't even miss the bracket by that much.
Yeah, that's how it is. But I'm gonna be going in a moment. Probably getting a button check. Yeah, round start Raging Striker for me, to be honest. But yeah, Siegfried versus Zeta. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't seen this matchup outside of kind of the launch weeks in the game too much. Don't have as many Zeta players going around at the moment. In fact, I think most of our Zeta players have swapped over to Beatrix.
Yep.
Fuslara is thumping, of course, mainly. We still have a couple other Zeta warriors kicking around. Chrono's still pretty active.
Bread.
I don't see Bread too often, but Bread is definitely very active.
I run into him on ranks every once in a blue moon. He was actually, funny enough, it's kind of a shame actually because he was here in the UK, in London, like last week.
Really?
And I told him that it's a shame that you're here now because we got our monthly like a little after you leave, which is a real shame. But yeah, he's fantastic. And Zeta, still a strong character. I think not quite living up to the hype that she initially had.
Yeah. So it's an interesting story, isn't it? 'Cause, you get these characters in newer games that have these very apparent strengths, more so apparent for Zeta because of how, I guess, directly noticeable on your health bar that they are.
Yeah.
But character dropped off a little bit here, but still well represented here in this top 8. So, nice. Throw on the Rhapsody and start things off here for Abhishek. Oh, I'm gonna punch up his name, so I'm sorry. I'm used to calling him his actual name.
I think just a lot of it comes down for Rosetta. Like, she has to kind of take risks in spots where I think certain stronger characters don't have to. Lovely anti-air. Gonna convert into both spins of harvest, but
yeah,
wall bounce.
unfortunately, just not quite enough there on the wall bounce. Just gonna send Siegfried directly over her head. Big plus frames there from the charge 2-1-4. Just hold the Rhapsody, nice. A little bit of a follow up there, but he wants that sweep of SSK so much already. I know
These two both have the same sweep, essentially.
They do, it's true. And yeah, not much help on either side here, but we're just going to see the mash on Wake Up is definitely going to work out. Just basketball that man, get that first round going.
Yeah, keeping it nice and simple. Didn't want to potentially fumble any like of the more precise links using, I don't know, 2-2-U or whatever.
Yeah. Keep it simple, keep it safe, and take this first round to be a great counter poke here just to start things off.
Just a little bit too slow on the punish. Was MFH just there. Wow, the trade.
Yep.
Jinjin at the moment is being quite late with those Rhapsody follow-ups, so MFH should actually be able to avoid them with cancels or spot dodge.
Yeah.
2H, and again, there we go. Simple confirm into the 2U, and the Raging Strike is going to take it.
Just going straight back in, no time to ponder the previous game. Just want to get in, and play. That should be punishable. No, not quite, unfortunately. Going for the light there, not quite enough reach, but the gonna help start this one. This Rhapsody's doing a lot of work.
Yeah.
I kind of wonder how much matchup experience FH has really when it comes to Zeta, but that's a wonderful poke there with the 2-ad.
So the key thing is that Jinjin's using a lot of the L Rhapsody. You can beat that with lows. So if MFH kind of starts to opt for the run into L or the run into U, that will beat those L Rhapsodies. Oh, misses the anti-air.
Yeah, trying to go for that close heavy anti-air, but just not quite enough. But no! So many scramble situations, and then
the big throw bait.
We can stop the event now because I believe we've found the gap. So I've been sitting on that one all day hoping I would get on commentary.
Of course you have.
Hell yeah, dude.
Shout out to Fuzi.
Fuzi, of course, a rep from changing the vocabulary in the region. But
Messed up.
Back into our current game now, kind of going a little bit all over the place at the start of this round. We're going to be pushing into this right-hand corner here. Big advantage at the moment for MFH. Just return back from this with a couple of pokes.
Nice throw. That, of course, is the other thing that you can use against Rhapsody. It takes the plus frames. Ooh. Oh, gets clipped. No punish or anything.
Yeah. So much damage off of such a simple exchange. Gonna go right into that other corner now. Good tech on the throw, but it's a rough point to get counter hit. Not quite gonna be able to kill off of this conversion, but I mean, Siegfried can work this damage back pretty easily. But the throw, unfortunately, not gonna allow him a chance. Yeah. MFH going to be bowing out in 7th. First, like, time traveling out to a Granblue tournament as well, so very respectable. Again, top 8 here. Love it.
Yeah, we've had some very solid players turning up here, so no slouch for turning up into 7th place.
Yeah, for sure. It's good stuff. We have had some real gamers here today. Jump scared by sitting down and playing some people and going, oh, I know you, actually. Yeah.
I have a face to your, and I have a face to your name.
Yeah. But our audio, gonna get on PS4 pads, I love them. It's
Of course. Audio snatched away.
by the dirty hands of a DualShock 4.
Maybe you shouldn't play DualShock 4.
What do you play on?
I play on my Hori fighting command.
Oh, I've seen it, haven't I? Yeah. I'm on a DualSense myself. Nice easy controller to get hold of.
Expensive.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, you said you haven't had a really good experience with them. I've had mixed experiences with them, but
mine, I like everything about that pad, for the exception of the fact that it Mine, I have 2 and they both drift.
Yeah.
And they drifted really quickly. It's really frustrating.
Mine took about 18 months of active fighting games to start drifting, which I think is pretty good going. But then I got this one here. It was wonderfully sent out to me by Dudikoff. And it hasn't started drifting, but the haptics on the right trigger broke the first time it was used.
Wow.
So this trigger is just really sensitive. So
Damn.
if I ever misinput in bracket, it is objectively the controller's fault, not mine.
You just gotta unmap that particular button and find some way to compensate for it.
Yeah, it's my guard mapping actually, so
Oh.
it's my excuse for not blocking. But yeah, moving in here, we got on that left-hand side there in the red, we got Dazit, who you might have seen a head stomper last year actually. He was playing Matera at the time. A bit of a different character here. We got Charlotta, who was also playing some Uno and some Vayne earlier, but yeah, those characters not showing up in tournament today. And then our character player here, whose name I'm going to learn in just a moment. Again, been showing up by a little bit as well today with a good performance against Spectre, and then of course making it into this top 8. So I'm looking forward to seeing it all. But our button check going ahead just here. Cad also kind of similar to Zeta, a character that we thought was really strong at the start of this game. But I still think she is very strong. But we don't see as much of her.
Yeah, even in like NA, where the character obviously very heavily represented in base game,
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the Cagliostro players, barring Wavy, have been kind of shifting away from her slightly.
Yeah, and I mean, even with Wavy was playing around with a lot of other characters. But yeah, it's an interesting case, the steady disappearance of Cag. Which I think is a shame. I think this character's cool. I think the character's still very strong, but she does have to work a bit harder than some of the other characters that do get more reward than her. Even if her reward is already high. But yeah, going into things here, we got 10-10 on the Cagliostro.
And Dad's on, as you mentioned,
Yeah.
on the Charlotta.
The Charlotte, who I had to play again in the top 8. Very good set, playing really well today. So I'm excited to see how this goes. Unfortunately, we're going to be starting out with a ball into the trap. Throws out the close heavy though. An immediate point of knowledge here. Alright, I'll talk about it in a second while this combo's going on.
Oh, bit of a drop right there, but still 10-10 stuck in the corner. Nice 2H. Oh,
this U-ball is already putting in a lot of work.
Yep.
So, yeah, really good stuff here. Just this first round going Daz. But yeah, I was going to touch on immediate first point of knowledge here. The 2-on-4 on block, not BC. Basically a free counter hit, and I think early on, if you want to especially get out of the corner, you may as well be taking that against Charlotta. But right now, the only thing 10-10's taken is this damage in the corner. Blocks the overhead, nice going, but still just stuck here for a moment. Push out with those moves on block. Yeah, I'm back in the mid-screen now. Nice conversion from trap too.
Gonna hit combo limit fairly soon, yep. A lot of air hits on that sequence. Wow, anti with the jab!
Yeah. Nice going. Good counter poke here as well. And yeah, just get the man down to try and have that space control going. But Charlotte's jump just gonna go right over it.
Yep, full combo using the 2-2-U, carrying a Cagliostro to the corner. One more hit will do it. And there it is, the throw.
Nice, quick round. Yeah, just nice, quick time in between games as well. We're going to go straight back into it. Gets a counter poke on the ball originally, and then tries to 2H, and then tries to air, and neither working out for 10-10, unfortunately.
Yeah, you see the vision in what 10-10 is trying to do, but, you know, that fast jump of Charlotte is
That's
excellent.
better. Very nice. Yeah, really good here. Still got to make up this health deficit, but that is a vital step in the right direction. Yep, catches the second place heavy. Unfortunately, no conversion here, and not quite into the man either. And then, yeah, unfortunately, just not able to block there on that jump normal. Probably going to come in a moment, I think.
Surprised Daz didn't go for the Raging Strike into the 2-2-U right there. Probably could have got the KO had they gone for that conversion, but still needs to land another hit now.
I agree with this. No need to force an approach here, and does just confirm into the Ars Magna. Not quite enough to kill, no clean hit.
Yeah, I think the SSBA would have been enough, but still fine. 10-10 managing to take the round regardless.
Yeah, good stuff.
Again, a tick throw.
Second one coming in. Not quite a third. No BC on that either. Tries to press afterwards, but going to be able to press out here. Unfortunately, no conversion into anything off of those light links. And going to be on the receiving end of some big damage here. No doubt getting a super here. Yep.
Now gets the game. Missing the overheads. Well, gets for the round even. Missing the block on the overheads. Daz now at set point.
Looking to speed run this set. Really wants to get in against against Spectre.
Oh, the mash.
Good interception here on the ball. Teleports into the corner, unfortunately. Able to keep in the mid-screen for the time being, but not for long.
Oh, the trade. Trade on the arrow buttons. And so far, those throws have not been tech. They've been working out really well, but not in range that time.
Okay, alright, and 10-10 managing to just about close this one out.
Keeping
Looking
it.
a little messy.
Yeah, definitely a lot of scrambling back and forth between these two, but 10-10 holding firm. And now has some momentum going into this round as well.
This is good, no counter hit here, so no pickup, but gonna get that counter hit here, keep him grounded, nice big combo starter. Well, this was something I hadn't seen too much during the previous games, but have seen in Daz's other sets today. These really aggressive jumps, you know, reminiscent of old Socky Charlotta. Yeah, nice clean first round here to put himself back on set point.
Yeah, 10-10 once again just trying to get that air throw, but did a neutral or back jump instead of the forward jump to commit to intercepting Daz's jump. And as you mentioned, set point.
Yeah, nice and fast. Make a counterpoint there on that 6 and 7 round start. Ooh, just narrowly avoiding the trap pop there with the demon flip.
First tech on the throw coming out from 10-10 now. Big conversion as well. Sets up another couple of traps. Oh, goes for the forward throw instead of the back throw. Back throw would have been a conversion into that ground trap.
No punish? Yeah, gonna get a conversion into the Ars Magna here. Very stable round. Not quite doing some of the more optimal conversions that you'll see for other characters in the region, but obviously it's still working out, winning these neutral exchanges, able to get this damage in. Yeah, double Luigi, first one of the day.
Nice
Great
air throw
effort.
again. Just very ready for that. U-Noble strategy tries to BC, but as you mentioned before, those aggressive jumps. So that's going to be a full combo into SBA.
It is, into that bravery penalty zone as well. Overhead, not quite enough, but just the empty jump throw coming out afterwards. And yeah, it's going to be Daz that moves on here.
Yeah, real nice offense towards the end of that round coming out from Daz. Honestly, it felt like that particular game, each round felt very kind of one-sided, very dominant on the side of each player. But in the end, Daz able to stabilize everything, take control, get the game, move on.
And I'm going to be disappearing for a second.
There you are.
I've got
You've got to do some gaming.
I've got to do some gaming. I've got to not get gap to find the gap. It's going to be great. So,
Best of luck.
you might have someone helping on join you. I'm not sure, but we'll see.
All right. So we're going to be having Cake versus Jinjin, Bubs versus Zeta. Cake definitely a player, plenty of experience fighting Zeta in the previous game. That said though, Zeta is a bit of a different beast. Have to be mindful of that 6XL and of course the ultimate skills as well. But Bubs has plenty of solid keep away tools to keep Zeta at bay. Players now just kind of setting up their controls. once again, thank you guys for tuning in. This is Find the Gap UK Monthly for anime fighting games. We've had Under Night, Granblue obviously, we have Melty, and of course we have BlazBlue Central Fiction as well. I believe BlazBlue was the game that was prior to this, so if you missed the VODs, make sure to check them out. There's also a couple of Marvel setups in the corner. Shoutouts to Mr. E. Holding it down, picking random characters as he does, with Dispenser in the back. But enough about Marvel 3. We are back here with some Granblue Fantasy versus Rising. Beelzebub versus Jinjin. Cake. Well, Beelzebub versus Zeta. Cake versus Jinjin. Already starting off with the L Rhapsody, the anti-air against the U dive. Oh, a little bit too early on the roll. Gonna get clipped by those H-Black flies as a result. A little bit scrambly in the mid-screen, but works out in Cake's favor. Takes the chip from the UK Excalibur as well. Good spot dodge, but not gonna be able to punish. No anti-air attempt from Cake right there. Oh, big block on the DP. That's going to be carry all the way to the corner. Keeps the combo relatively simple. Oh, the teleport. Going to be punished on the 2H, but not a very big one. Big 6XL. This time goes for the 2-2U link. Jinjin does have to be careful, though. He is running low on DP, but it's not going to matter. The jump, the throw bait with the aerial spear of Arbus is going to be enough. Once again, the Rhapsody, but this time not getting the punish. Right, just slowing down the pace of the gameplay. Looking for those opportunities to get those hits here and there. Finally, Cake goes for the dive, gets a plus frame from the M Karma. Oh, side swap with that teleport. Probably didn't want to stay on that side. Oh, big close heavy. He has the resources to potentially get the KO here, I think. No, didn't have Black Flies available, so this Black Spear, the SBA, is not going to be enough just yet. Oh, tried to throw an offense against Zeta, you foolish man. That's going to be a large chunk of damage, and now the situation is turned. Oh, goes for the risky third hit. Risk reward not in Jinjin's favor right there. Cake going to get the easy punish and take the round as a result. Probably anticipated Cake to try to challenge against the retreat, but Cake had no reason to commit there. Oh, big whiff. Cake easily getting out the corner once again. Got to be mindful of those teleports and the distances they cover. Wow, goes for the throw on the plus frames there. And Cake not having any of the aerial spear of Arbus shenanigans. Right, big jump versus the Infinite Wonders, but no punish from Cake. And again, contesting with that lighter Jinjin. Again, going for the throw. Cake probably going for the close heavies, and that's not going to work against throw. It's going to lose in that situation. Once again, this time, baiting out the close light is the 2-2U taking the round for Jinjin. Yeah, now we see Cake going for the far light, going for lower commitment buttons after these plus on block dives. Oh, tries to air throw. I like the idea. Counter poke. Big 2H this time. Gets what he wants. Gonna keep the combo simple. Doesn't want to expend the resources. And there's the Anthem. The funny man hitting the funny command grab, draining the BP. Oh, and the big counter close heavy as well. Keep it nice and simple, and that's going to be the round. Jinjin being a little bit antsy on defense, probably wanted to try to jump out, maybe go for the 2-2H, 2-2U even, in the air. Gets the punish on the 2L. Yeah, you've got all the time in the world to kind of just react to that. Nice! L Rhapsody once again. Yeah, a little bit too late on that spot dodge. It's going to be a little bit too early even. Going to get caught by the UK Excalibur. Big 2U. Again, the teleport getting out of the corner for free, but a big jump in from Jinjin. Converted to the double Spear of Arvis. A lot of damage. Oh, teleport a little bit too late on the contest. Oh, side swap this time, going to keep it nice and simple. Double basketball. Yeah, doesn't even go for the Chaos Legion, and that's going to tie the set up 1-1. All right, final game. I think both players are going to need to make those kind of subtle adjustments on defense. I want to see a little bit more of the 6XM from Cake. It is Jinjin's being very liberal with the usage of the Rhapsody. The L Rhapsody in particular, that will beat out that option. I like the attempt to try to stuff the M Karma there. But a bit of a difficult move to punish. That's a slightly floatier than normal jump, able to just get around the UK Excalibur there. Oh, big 2H. Combo straight into the Rising Spear of Arvis as well. Not a ton of damage, but Cake still in a less than ideal situation. Players just kind of patiently maintaining that range. Not going to get the link into the 2U, unfortunately. Big dive right there for Cake. That's going to be a lot of damage in the corner. Converted to the Black Flies into the Chaos Legion. Linked for the extra damage. And this might be enough for the KO. Chaos Legion taking out Jinjin in that round. And now 1 round away is Cake from advancing to the top 4. Oh, a little bit too late on the presses. Jinjin right there. Probably tried to anti-air. Gets clipped by the Karma anyway, and converting does Cake. Oh, a little bit too slow on the DP punish. Both players just being a little bit too slow in some of the options that they're picking, but working out so far in Cake's favor. This time going for the delayed L dive. I like the range that Jinjin is controlling just outside of the poke range for Beelzebub. We may see a teleport coming out from Cake. They haven't been punished so far. Karma, lovely use of the Rhapsody right there, but no, missing out the combo. That's so unfortunate. Wow, caught him trying to Karma, and that is going to take this to a final round. Risking life and limb to charge forward, and it works out for Jinjin. Dive into EX dive. Once again, just maintaining that turn against Zeta with that 6XL can be a little bit of a pain sometimes. I like that delay with the 2L this time. Oh, and this time Jinjin close to getting that punish, but just once again a little bit off on the timing. Nice, this time trapping the Rhapsody follow-up, getting a nice big conversion, but Cake does have to be wary. He's facing down a Zeta with 100 meter at 1 BP. There's the Raging Strike into the chain to break through that last BP. Not a ton of damage, but oh, that was a risky throw to go for against Zeta in that situation. Oh, tries to gamble it all on 2 Rhapsodies. Not going to work. And now you're in a really tough position versus Bub's full screen. Goes upwards, unfortunate right there, and the Cake is gonna take it. Maybe try to get that anti-air at the end, but unfortunately Cake was on the ground, and as a result, able to block and take the sets. Cake advancing to loser semis. That was spooky.
Whoops. Yeah. That was one of the sets of all time. I'll say that for sure.
But you won.
Yeah.
You just about held it together.
I was really annoyed with myself going into that last round because that spear, was it you laser, set a gap, reacted to with technical input SBA because I don't trust myself to do easy input on a character that has Anthem, as you guys probably saw in that winners semis.
Yeah, and then it came out as Karma instead of SBA.
It sure did.
Yep.
It's unfortunate that happens. It's just that is an input error on me. There's nothing else I can do about it aside from get better at doing a quarter circle.
I feel that.
But yeah, Tintin played really well. So.
A number of times for me where sometimes I just want to get, like, you know, flame carpet out as quickly as possible, so I do the easy input. Very rarely do I do easy input for fireballs, but for that, it's just like, okay, I want to get out as quickly as possible. I'm like slightly holding forward, I get DP. I'm like, oh, okay.
You get SSBA and you burn all your meter as well. Stuff like that is always fun. But I think this is a button check here. We got the yeah.
Believe in victory.
Respects Catalina.
Spectre suddenly deciding that he wants to play simple on his footsies after spending all this time on his boss character.
Yeah.
No shot.
No way in hell. Yeah, both of these two putting on a real show in their games that we've had on stream so far today. So I'm interested to see them clash. We're going to be seeing Lucilius coming out here. No swaps from either of them. Both of them do play different characters. So I saw Spectre warming up the Belial a little bit earlier. But not going to come out. We're going to see Farsan here. Bringing us to, uncharacteristically, to Port Breeze.
Yeah, people have just been kind of picking random stages, which is quite refreshing to see. We can just do that, playing offline PC.
It's nice. Yeah, also not a matchup I have really seen a ton of, so I'm looking forward to getting educated on it. Caught on the jump there, unfortunately no conversion afterwards. But things looking good for Spectre at the moment.
Yeah.
Tries to go in what I think was heavy Phosphorus there, but it's easy Phosphorus coming out. So far, good round for him. Gets the cross up on the jump M there as well. Yeah, nice and simple round.
Yeah, nothing too fancy coming out, just a lot of kind of good stagger pressure. Almost get the punish on that Ace Tessera. So that's going to be a full Charlotte combo in the corner, goes for the meaty overhead as well, gets the empty jump throw.
Wow, and yeah, a total reversal of the situation that we saw in that first round. We see Daz getting that SBA out here, closing out this first round.
Yep, I mean, that's just kind of how Charlotta works sometimes, or all the time, really. She kind of gets that hit and runs away with it. And, you know, in this game where she capitalizes on the 6XL gameplay loop so well, it can be rough.
Yeah. Nice and from Daz here, just begin, does not want to let Specs out the corner. That button 2M is one of my favorite normals on any character. It's just so odd.
Yeah, because it's like, at first it just seems like a bit of a stubby, bad 2M, but then you realize it has really high attack level.
It does.
So it crushes a lot of things and gets very high counter hit reward.
Yeah, the counter hit reward I think is really interesting for Lucilius because he just gets so many different links on that 2M. But while I'm nattering about that, we do have that U-Tessera combo coming in. Just a mash low from Daz on Wake Up. Might even be able to close things out here, actually.
Keeping it real simple, just go for the basketball, into the close heavy. Not even going to mess around with the U-Noble strategy, just keep it as simple as possible.
Yeah, taking game one, moving very quickly into our second. There it is, that can hit two. Unfortunately, not too much off of it here. Specs not keeping it too tight on the conversion so far, unfortunately. And oh, that is a bad time to get counter hit.
Yeah, there was a slight delay on that H-ball as well. Wake up DP, get the side switch.
Really nice close range use of Iblis in this matchup. Spectre, which I'm liking quite a lot. You know, from his previous game against Exodus, he was basically only using that at a distance, haven't seen that at all here. Just wants to be in Daz's face. Unfortunately, Daz is in his face right now. Gonna get that SBA ender once more. And set point very quickly for us right here.
Yeah, you really have to be able to deal with how the character kind of layers the offense against Charlotta, because as I said, if you can't deal with those jumps especially, she is just going to run you over. She has very, very solid corner carry, very good corner offense.
So coming in here again, just capitalizing well off that 6XL like you highlighted.
And that's going to be it.
It sure is. Very, very fast set here from Daz, establishing a fair amount of dominance to go into loser semis. So he's going to be outplaying me. Right,
Again,
sorry.
the run back against the run back.
It's true. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Okay, cool. But yeah, really, really well showcased here how strong that Charlotta is. Very nice. Do you like Charlotta?
No.
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 Okay. Why?
This character is a rising character. But she's not top tier, so she doesn't get complained about. But she does all the same stuff that the obnoxious rising characters do.
I find her difficult to play against in the same way that I find a lot of the rising characters as it is. To play against. I mean, I found it a fair bit in base game as well. You know, she hits you at round start, you're in the corner, and if you're playing against, at the time we didn't really have too many Charlotta representatives, but of course among them we did have the Sockster, and yeah, if you got hit by that touch at round start, you were probably in the corner for the rest of the round.
See, because before, walling her out was easier. I just pressed far M and that did the work for me.
Yeah.
It was great. And like, if she got in, it's like, okay, you know, you earned your way in, you navigated my superior normals, you deserve to get that reward. Yeah. Now it's a case of, oh, she 6-6L'd me, well, now I don't really win the same way at mid-range. So
yeah, it's
fighting her is annoying.
I mean, her light normals were always one of the strongest parts about that character, I feel.
Yeah.
And the fact that they can be highlighted so, you know, effectively by that 6XL, and, you know, her just playing the Rising game very well. She's a very strong character. Of course, Space this year, second Brussels Challenge with solo Charlotte actually. So, character is definitely making some moves. Of course, over in North America, we have Zeron, who's also placing well with the character. Third Alpha Tour Finals, if I remember correctly.
I believe so.
Yeah. So character's got some representation, but a character that isn't quite as storied. Being the newest addition to the cast here, Beatrix, we both have our thoughts on this character. So we're gonna
look. All I'll say, you know, they showed the play rates for characters at the end of May. 21% Beatrix.
21.
No other character has, for reference, no other character has surpassed 10%.
1 in 5 people that booted up the game over the course of the past month played this character.
Yep. Or played the character online and made and got to a decent rank with the character.
Yeah. It's crazy. Now, of course, part of that is, you know, we can sit here and go, oh, character does all of this stuff, and, you know, she just wins neutral for representing a move. But, like, the character is very strong, but also, right now, the character is being piloted by someone who is equally as strong, if not more so. Young Light, sitting here in the pilot seat of Beatrix. This winners finals up against Ixos on Zoe.
We've got the young blood versus the seasoned veteran here.
Oh, yeah. We're best of 3 now as well, so it'll be some good stuff coming in. Not a matchup again we've seen too much, though we're not a very popular character here in Europe, unfortunately. I think this character's sick as hell. But we'll be seeing plenty of it in this set. Light maybe not quite as experienced playing against this character in this game. Definitely was back in base game, but Zoe is a very different Primal Beast at this point. So we'll have to see how it goes. Throw bait, not actually baiting a throw, but does still clip him. Big damage starter for Excess. And
Yep, and that's going to be enough for the kill.
sure will be. End it out with that basketball, dribbling this man like it's Thursday.
All right.
Good stuff coming in here, moving into our second round. Just throwing out their H skills immediately.
Plus frame for the M riding free, but
Yeah,
definitely didn't want an air throw there.
did not. Just about getting the counter hit there on that 2H. Gonna get the command throw in as well. Into an immediate overhead. That was the second one coming.
This time, slightly delayed throw. This does have the corner control, but you cannot rest on your laurels against a character like Beatrix. She can from any position, especially with that Delta Clock. Now it's gone.
Yeah, Delta Clock's on. Well, we say that.
And then it comes back, but it doesn't matter. This should be a simple KO. Triple attack into the SBA.
Yeah,
Gamma
really
Ray.
Just tone setting first game for Nexus.
Very nice.
Don't want to say kind of play in the underdog role here, because Nexus is a very strong player. You know, if you've been on ranked, you would have run into him, you would have known that for yourself. But Light, very story player, especially in the recent years with Granblue. And Nexus definitely holding his own, especially against this newer character as well, who, you know, has really been proven to be quite strong. So I'm enjoying myself watching this.
It's only a case of an underdog story if you don't know the context of who Ixis is and how much he's been grinding this game.
It's true. Yeah, it definitely has been. But moving back to our set here. Not too many BP left on the side of Ixis. And spending on that brave counter quite a lot. Does not want to hold Beatrix's plus frames. Nearly on full meter as well. Now he's going to be off of this combo, but unfortunately, that minor bravery penalty is not going to allow him to survive this. If Light plays his cards right. Oh no!
No.
Yeah, and with the UDP, not quite enough damage, but you know, it's very hard to come back from this point in the overhead from that 6-6M.
Yeah, willing to risk it right there, even though if that was blocked, that probably would have... I don't know if Zoe could kill in that situation, but it would have been a lot of damage.
Yeah, it would have at least been a great equalizer in that situation. Good counter
Lovely
poke.
counter poke with the 2M.
And really good at using that 2M. 2M is a really good button, obviously, but like
Yeah.
this is so good at using it.
Nice spot dodge, able to get the hit afterwards. And again, speaking of fantastic buttons, that Beatrix Fire H. Oh, yeah.
Beatrix definitely equipped with a lot of great buttons even outside of her specials. Unfortunately, Light locked in the corner. Yeah, no, never mind. Never mind. Carry on, Light.
Oh, doesn't
it
continue
does
the
not
combo.
carry on.
Yeah, tries to go for a reset afterwards. Oh, gets a
Catch
hit.
and jump, yeah. Good stuff here. And that's a reset, actually. Yeah. Not quite enough for the link there. Yeah, Light gonna bring this one 1-1 just as quickly as the score was turned against him.
Wow, the trade of all options.
I was gonna say, if that went under that floor laser, I was gonna be upset.
Yeah, the general rule of thumb is that riding free goes under anything that a roll is able to go through, but sometimes you can roll through that. Gets a reset with the nothing is forever,
Sweep coming in,
and now you're dead.
locked in, and yeah.
You didn't watch your toes in the middle of the screen.
Immortal Assault gonna pick up this round very sharpish for Light.
Battle 2. Engage.
Now, yeah, a little bit more reserved on the round start now. Wants to see what Light is going to throw at him. Yeah, really unblockable here with the 6-6H. Nice corner push as well. Unfortunately, not quite going to be able to get that pick out in the sweep, but you know, Beatrix is in the corner. Now you just got to keep her there. DP whip is going to allow a little bit more damage to be tacked on, but she's locked in.
Very solid damage on the side of Zoe. No meter, so you have no access to a reversal. You have to be really careful about the next hit, even though you're in the advantageous position. No dragon meter either.
Good tech on the throw. Not quite going to leave him at chip point, but Perfect. Coming out from Ixis.
Yeah, Light's trying to brute force his way out, but Ixis just ready with those buttons.
Yeah, just that really well placed 2M. Expertly used. Round start heavy lightning gonna catch the immediate Thunderbird.
Ooh, tried to contest. Ixis potentially taking plus frames, but no, instead just baits out the DP. And Ixis just in full control right now. Spends the BP and going to go into SBA once again. The Gamma Ray going to take Light to a sliver of life, but again, this is Beatrix. You have to be careful.
Yeah, you certainly do. I mean, he's been playing around the situation so well, and this time it's the overhead that comes out. Very similar to how Light ended that game before, and now Ixis looking like he might see himself as rounds. Yeah, but, you know, the opponent he's playing against definitely not one to sit down. Nice, great spot dodge.
Yeah, spot dodging that in time will allow you to punish. Oh, gets clipped, trying to backdash, and it's going to take a full combo for his troubles as a result.
Yeah, unfortunate stuff here.
Oh,
does get baited.
Yeah, big whiff on the throw, and that's going to be Light taking that round.
Yep. Trying to shift that momentum back into his favor, and of course Beatrix definitely a character that can run away with it. So Ixis still needs to be careful despite his lead. Going into the second round here of our fourth game.
Oh, punishes the 6XL.
Yep, just BC that. Keep her in the corner. I agree.
Oh, just out of range.
Yep, counterpoke there on the Thunderbird. Nice. Spot dodge 6XL does not want to take his turn afterwards. I agree. Oh my god, the wall bounce from that is obscene.
From all the way across the screen, still able to get that wall bounce.
Tries to go for a command throw.
Yep.
Yeah, not quite enough. Ixis trying to bait that throw. Ends up baiting a BC.
Oh, big count hit. Didn't believe in the hit. The throw bait. And that's going to be a lot of damage. Is it going to be enough? Yeah, it should be enough to get the KO here. Ending.
Yeah.
With the UDP. 1 round apiece. Ixis now at set point.
Yeah. Played that really, really well.
Went for the big gamble with the throw bait, but worked out beautifully in his favor. Lovely anti-air as well.
Yep. Light pulling the trigger on that DP pretty early there. Works out for him, but unfortunately still staring down these dragons.
Once again, that riding free, just creating that avenue of approach for Light. Once again, gets in, takes the plus frames. Wow! Contesting right there, and again, Light being very aggressive right now.
Oh, the backdash caught again! No pickup at this range. And then, yeah, spot dodge on the DP, get that better punish there with a close heavy. Should be enough for Light to bring this one to a game 5.
Very nice.
So back and forth watching these two. Zoe, not someone you really call a very explosive character, but some of these exchanges have really been just that. Good spot dodge again, unfortunately throw not quite fast enough. Gonna get the pickup here, I see you shaking your head.
Oh, big hit right there. Counter able to get the full conversion. And gonna get a load of that Dragon Meter back as well.
Overhead coming in, just a little bit more of a push. Don't think that's the reaction that he wanted there.
Ooh, oh, lost a load of meter because of that and is going to take a load of damage as well.
Really unfortunate stuff here on the side of Ixis. Now Light does get a bit of the momentum stifled by that BC, but BC's him right back in the next exchange. Good whip punish, but unfortunately no conversion. Yep, BC in again here. Now on 0 BP, needs to be careful
Wow.
of exactly this sort of situation. And yeah, Ixis putting himself back on set point.
Light normally a player incredibly on point with his anti-airs, but the one time Ixis goes for the jump, Light not quite ready there.
Not quite. Light backing up a little bit, that round start. Counter hit BC to start things off.
Wow, the anti-air count hit versus the aerial thunder.
Oh, that's a big counter hit as well here.
Not going to build the meter to 100 just yet.
Yep.
Goes for the DP. Just wants to relieve that pressure. Doesn't want to hold that command grab. And now Ixis' time to mount the offense.
Yeah, we're seeing that position that he's just held so strongly against everyone today. Can hit on the 6XL, gonna equal out that life. Oh no, probably wanted the Thunder set out there, but gonna eat that new Embrask sword. Spot
Big
dodge,
spot dodge and gets the
punish.
punish as a result. Final round.
Oh, so back and forth.
Player 2. Battle 3.
Excess and Light. One of these two moving on to our grands after this next round. Big counter hit, Southwing Soft going to push right into the corner. Ixis saying no and bring it right back to the mid screen.
Oh, big H laser right there. Sweeping beam, but this time Light's going for the 2-2H. H riding 3 plus frames on the M. Thunderbird.
Yep, ignored thanks to that BC. We're going to be moving things over to the right hand side of the screen, but the 2-2U coming out. Light spending a little bit of meter. Faces EV. Oh no, the BC is not what he wanted there.
Yeah, definitely probably one of the close heavy punish, maybe a little bit too slow. Oh, big pickup with the Raging Strike, but that's his last BP. He's got to be very careful about the next hit.
Lightning is set up. Overhead comes in. Unfortunately, no conversion. Just pressing heavy on wake up.
X is just backing off. He knows the potential last hit situation is here. Big 2M. Baiting the spot dodge, but
Checkpoint is here. Needs to be shot down. Oh my god!
the smash damage! Oh, a little too early on the throw! That would have been big for Light, but unfortunate. X is taking it 3-2 down to the wire.
So close. Just a proper series of unfortunate events at the end. But yeah.
Oh, that's what happens. That's what can happen in those tense last hit situations.
That's how it is.
It's all about who can maintain that composure at the end, and Light just a little bit overzealous, trying to get that throw, and X is capitalizing and taking the set.
Yeah. So I'm going to be hopping back on, play Daz in a second.
Loses semis.
And then yeah, I'll reappear here in a moment. Unless I win, I guess.
Alrighty. So yeah, this is once again a run back of the winner's side set that was played off stream before. Cake won 2-1. The first game was actually very kind of dominant before Cake was able to slow it down. Let's see if he's able to bring that same energy coming into this set as well. But Daz has been looking real strong on the loser side of things. Very, very strong victory versus Lord Spectre using that Charlotta. Once again, this is Find the Gap, our UK Anime FGC monthly. Should be even more of this to come in the future, hopefully. This edition, we've had Granblue Fantasy vs. Rising, Blaze Blue Central Fiction, Under Night and Birth 2, Sisylas, as well as Melty Blood type Lumina. We've also, as I mentioned before, got a couple of Marvel setups in the back because Mr. E is here, and why would there not be Marvel where there's Mr. E? Yeah, we're just going to be having a quick button check between these two once again.
I am here to invade.
Hello.
I don't play this game at all.
That's fine. I play this game a lot, so
Cool.
I'll help.
I'm gonna have a lot of questions. So one thing is that like I mostly play Arcade 3, and then there's a lot of jumping. So this game will be quite new to me. But I'm gonna just be here and say some words and then ask questions. Who have you got today to fight?
So we have Cake versus Daz, Beelzebub versus Charlotta. Beelzebub is like kind of one of the sort of boss characters of the game. Slow, like a lot of long range options and projectiles, and then Charlotta, this kind of tiny Blanca/E Honda-esque rushdown character.
Ooh.
That applies heavy pressure. Tries
That's
to get
plus
in.
heavy pressure. So in theory, like if we take a think about like standard fighting games, a character of long range is generally slower, right?
Yes.
So the aim, like I would guess, is that Charlotte gets in once and then wins, but
Yeah.
otherwise she will lose.
Pretty much.
Ooh. What? How's Beelzebub's like pressuring the corner and stuff then? That's where she is at the moment.
It's pretty solid. It's not quite as suffocating as Charlotta's, but he can play this kind of mid-range in order to pressure very well, as we're seeing.
That looks very plus.
Yes. Yeah, you can charge it to make it super plus. Even the EX version uncharges plus, catches an attempt to escape right there, and that's gonna be around. It's a super.
That was fast actually. Well, I say it was fast. It was like full 30 seconds, but it seemed fast.
Yeah, this game, especially compared to the base game, the previous game, the interactions happen a lot faster, I must say.
See.
Oh, big anti-air. And one of the things that Charlotta likes to do, she has a very quick jump. It's quite a shallow jump arc, but it's quick and hard to react to. So fighting this character a lot of the time is how well can you play around that jump.
I guess you have to be extremely aware due to fast full speed.
Yes.
That seems pretty fast, yeah.
Yeah, she has the fastest full speed in the game. Most of them are kind of the same, but she is an exception.
Does it mean that she has like... Because when it comes to games like these, we would expect a lot of jumps to be kind of similar, so everyone has like particular safe jump setups of the same thing.
Yes.
Does it mean that she has troubles doing safe jump setups because of a fast finish speed?
So, funnily enough, she has a sort of Akuma Demon Flip type special, and she'll use that to set up a lot of her safe jump stuff.
I see.
Yeah. A very quick first game coming out from Cake. We saw him using one of his ultimate skills called the Ultimate Karma. It's unblockable.
Ooh.
And a lot of the time, what he'll do is he'll set up a projectile at full screen, force you to block that, and then use the Karma
Oh,
to just guard break you.
God break it. And it's guaranteed combo?
Yeah, at full screen when
At full screen.
if you force to block the projectile.
I see. So the aim of like a player would be never to be full screen.
Yeah.
Okay. But there is, so I played this game just a little bit, but I was like, you know, if I dabble in it, that doesn't mean I really know much about it. Can you like dodge? So if it does a projectile full screen, you can dodge that, right?
Yes, yeah, this game has a spot dodge. It has like a roll that you can use to forward dodge stuff, but the roll is not fully strike involved, so you can, moves that are very low to the ground will beat the roll,
I see.
but the spot dodge is fully strike involved.
Full strike involved.
Now, we're getting a character swap here to Anre, who is a much kind of slower character. You can tell by his long spear, has much longer normals, and plays the long range game a lot better, so you're going to be seeing a lot more full screen gameplay.
So what happened was when we did this tournament at New Meta, we saw, well, I saw Anre, I saw Daz play Anre, right?
Yeah.
And so from what I can tell about Anre is long mid-range buttons, or say
Yep.
mid-range button, they're pretty long. And then counters.
Yes.
Those are the two things I was particularly noticed. So I'm guessing he doesn't want to go for like a rushdown game versus Beelzebub. He want to play the like kind of similar ranges to each other.
Yeah, so one of the main specials he has is the quarter circle forward, the 236, which is a sort of laser that pierces through other projectiles.
Ooh.
So, you know, if he's able to properly use that, he can tear through Beelzebub's projectiles, but Beelzebub has the dive to try to get around. That's the move I was
That's the
referring
move.
to, yeah.
Okay. It's a little bit like Sin's beat driver from
Yes,
doing it.
exactly.
Is it like, how minus is it? I'm assuming it's pretty minus.
So the light one is minus, the medium one, which is a lot slower, is plus, and the EX one is kind of the best of both, where it's plus and a lot faster.
Oh, that's...
So already we're kind of seeing a much slower pace of game. Good mash coming out from Cake. Yeah, that was
Ooh. I was gonna say it looked like a combo drop, but I did see combo limit, so maybe it was that's how it's supposed to be.
yeah. So in this game, there's a combo limit against airborne opponents. So once an opponent is in a juggle state, combo limit starts kicking in, and each hit adds towards that combo limit. So the idea in this game is if you're able to, you want to keep your opponents on the ground as long as possible.
Yeah.
To extend your combos for as long as possible.
I see.
Good count hit conversion right there. Big plus frames.
That's look very...
And both players just using the guard cancel. Good jump to avoid the command grab super.
I was gonna wonder, like, yeah, if you had a command grabs or anything like that, but we just saw it just there.
Yeah.
But Unreal has the meter advantage though.
Yeah. Oh, but
No.
unspaced on the sweep, and that's gonna be it. Yep.
GG's. Now that Daz is off, I'm gonna ask if Daz can cover. But I'll just face for showing me the game. And like,
My pleasure. My
explaining it.
pleasure. All good.
Alright.
己の無力さを嘆きながら見届けるがよい。
Yeah, we're gonna be having Dazcop on commentary alongside me. As we go into losers finals, once again another run back that we saw from winners. Cake versus Light. Good game 3 set we had before.
Apologies for the wait. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Nice to meet you, viewer.
Nice to meet you too. Good run through bracket today.
Thank you. I think I did an okay job.
Yes.
But Cake is actually, what do they call it when the same guy eliminates you in winners and losers?
Oh,
Double Jeopardy?
I think so.
Yep, lost 2-1 to Cake in winners. And then, yeah, Cake again in losers. And he came back stronger than ever now that he adapted really fast to how I play. So,
Yeah, he has a lot of experience, and I think he's just generally a very good player at making those kinds of adjustments. So definitely no shame in losing to Cake. He's been playing Granblue as a whole for a long time. So
he is strong. He's just, don't really know how to word it, but he's very patient in a way that I'm like, when you play this game online, even in Master Rank, you can kind of feel comfortable just doing what you're used to because everyone else is also kind of autopiloting a bit.
Yeah.
But he's so content sitting there and making you like, can I go in, please? And he's like, come in first, and I'm going to hit you when you try. But here we go, against Beatrix now.
Light's been looking very, very strong. Very close game 5 set earlier with Ixis, and he did beat Cake in the winner's side before.
And I did speak to Cake about this matchup beforehand. It's something he believes Bubs can absolutely tackle, but with the way Bea can just force her way in, he feels like he has to play at own range a lot of the time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. You have to be very, very cautious. Oh, no confirm into the Karma, surprising on that 2H.
They're just taking it patient. Ah, nice. You know, and it is tough because you saw Cake throw one projectile there at the start, but then you saw he couldn't really do it again because Beatrix does have that factor of like, I just feel frozen at a range because at any moment on the action it's that ultimate slide, and then it's just punishment from there on.
Sometimes it's not even the ultimate one, even if it's just a medium or heavy.
Yep.
It resulted a lot for Beatrix. Count it as well. That's going to be a full combo.
Speak of the devil. It just backs off.
Oh, big 2H anti-air going to get some conversion as well.
Great
with
confirm.
the M Thunderbird and H Thunderbird, that's going to be a lot of damage.
But not spending it yet. That's okay, the next hit would probably be it. Ah, command grab, got him.
The Anthem, Light trying to mash on the wake up there. That's going to be a lot of damage. Yeah, afterwards, mashing again.
Wake up, crouch L. No fear, no fear.
And honestly, when playing Beatrix, that is kind of the way that you want to play her, without any kind of fear or reservation.
Just no fear, no hesitation?
Yeah, because
you know
every
what?
hit counts so much.
Because it is a lot of damage, and she is the kind of character where it is good to play fast like that as well, because you know, you feel like you can handle Beatrix when she gives you a moment to react to her different evasive moves, but if they're playing too fast, then she's ultimately scary.
And this was a key adjustment we saw in the previous set, the usage of the DPs on reaction to the Karmas.
Yeah, saw a lot of those earlier. I don't know how the Cake is going to pressure with that.
Once again, it's just Cake having a real hard time, and Light's a young man. He's got those spot dodges on lock.
Yeah, that was a great way to air stall and punish the anti-air, though. Couldn't combo from that range, unfortunately. Okay, just patient neutral. But then Light just feels comfortable going all the way in. Perfect dive kick.
Again, just Light playing this kind of, he's playing the mid-range very, very well. He's not committing too hard to anything. He's just using the 2Ms, using the 6-6M this time to get the overhead.
Ah, and a nice DP on reaction. See, what I'm seeing, it's like, Cake is right to be playing cautious from a distance, but it's like Light smells it, and now I'm just seeing Light get to run in without any contention. Like, he doesn't even have to dash out. He dashes all the way up and knows that Cake isn't going to do anything. Cake is too scared of those slides.
Yeah, and especially when using moves like that far heavy, you know, they're very low risk. Like, it's only, the Beatrix far heavy is only -8 on block, and it's at a range where most characters can't punish that, but you have to be scared of the cancel anyway, so you just kind of let her do it.
Yep. It's just a very annoying balance to find. You have to be throwing something out. Even though there's a threat there, you can't let the Bea run over you. I still think Cake will adapt and... Ooh,
Oh, that's going to hurt. Oh, misses the link afterwards with the close medium. That would have been a big combo into SBA.
Okay, gets the sweep, but no combo. Yeah, just runs in again. Gets him with the buttons. This should be death.
Yep, just keep it nice and simple. Into the SBA. No, going to go all the way.
Yep, that's a 2-0. Cake is still in this, though. And I know when they played in their last set, it was much closer, wasn't it?
Yes. But we saw some key adjustments in that final game from Light, so unless Cake is able to adapt back and real fast, it's going to be a tough time for him. Oh, big 6XM.
But this is where Bea isn't so scary. You're in, you can just pressure her. She has a DP, but if you can just run your game.
A little bit off on the timing of that spot dodge. Ideally, in that position, you actually want to roll behind Bubs and take the stage control. Big trade for Light right there.
Yep, and there it is. There's a slide.
Oh, big counter.
This is going to hurt. I don't think it's death, but it's going to hurt.
If it was 1 BP or 0, I would say death, but not at 2. That was the optimal max damage combo. Look at how much damage. Sheesh.
If Kate can find one good confirm, never mind. There is the command grab. Some evil stuff there. But it's rough to try and press buttons, but I think Cake just needs to put some more things on the screen just slightly. Like, Light feels so comfortable. You never want to let your opponent ever feel comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, since Light isn't actually committing to too many of these kind of raw, riding free approaches, I think that is where you want to start introducing those black flies until you charge them and he's able to just react with the approach.
Tough. Very tough for Bubs.
Once again, not going to go for the SBA, going to keep that meter for the next hit. Oh, what a reaction super right there.
Wonderful reaction.
In range as well to take the BP away.
Okay, nice teleport out of the corner, but we've got to tack on the damage.
All right, big 6XL. Going to spend that little bit of meter to get the extension, get that corner control.
This opening could be all Cake needs. Going to make it count right now.
Good tech on the throw, but there's not much you can take here. Have to be mindful of that.
Nice
Lovely
throw.
throw.
I like that they bet. However, great backdash from Light, and that is 3-0 to Light.
Yeah.
Cake did have something going there at the end. I really like the idea, but
He knows Cake too well. He knows that Cake lives and dies by that anthem, and so he was so ready with the backdash, kept it nice and simple. So now we're going to get the run back.
Grands is this? We've got Light versus Ixis, I believe.
Indeed, yes.
Ixis, a player I did not know would be here. I have only fought Ixis in Master Rank Online.
Yep.
Because Ixis is sitting around on Master all the time. Whenever I turn this game on at a random time, it's going to be that Zoe.
Yep.
I did not know they were going to show up here, so after they finish, I've got to talk to him. But from playing them, I'm like, Ixis pressure is the scariest Zoe pressure I've ever seen. He knows how to, like, really not makes it feel like there's no gaps. And the moment you feel like you have a chance to get out, like, oh, I can take a throw here, you're getting like TK lightninged into 5k. Scary Zoe.
Yeah, so Ixis is somebody that I've actually known for a long, long time.
Okay.
So I know him. We used to both play Smash 4 back in the day, so I've known him for almost a decade via that game. He was the best in the UK at that game, one of the best in Europe.
Okay.
And just a long-time fighting game player as well.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
As you've seen, massive grinder for this game.
Can I ask then, was this like a Smash player to trying out Granblue? Was that the journey into fighting games?
Essentially.
Above
Well,
you?
well, he played BlazBlue prior to Smash 4, so
Okay.
he was on that, and then he was very much an enjoyer of the base game, but didn't really play as much as he would have liked just because of the state of the netcode and stuff. Now in Rising, of course, grinding this game super heavy.
It is so much better to have rollback. It is a way better experience.
Absolutely.
All right, here we go. Zoe versus Beatrix. And just sticks out a button already.
Yep.
Not letting Bea run in.
Just wants to control that mid-range and can do with that excellent 2M.
Okay, here comes that devastating corner pressure.
Nice throw.
Ah, amazing reactions there. Ooh, it caught.
Wow, it does
And
it
there-
again.
there it
The
is.
confidence.
The signature.
Yeah, Xis going to take that round in emphatic fashion.
Showing it early. Like, great to see that happen, but now, you know, Light is going to adapt, keep that in his head. It's one of those things where I would like to save it for a more key moment, but I like that Xis is just using it now. I want to see if Light actually falls for it again or fully keeps it off the table.
Ooh, big far heavy for Light right there. Gonna build a ton of meter, get a ton of damage as well. Xis just not wanting to hold that pressure at all. Lovely bait on the
nice.
sweep.
Just carried him all the way to the corner, caught that pressure still going.
Right, good challenge from Light with the far medium.
Okay, we're going tit for tat here. No clear advantage, just doing some neutral. And there it is, the ultimate slide. Luckily, it wasn't corner, so the combo can't continue. However,
Go for the full corner combo, get that dragon meter back. Flips with the 6XM as well.
yeah, just a sneaky overhead in there. We haven't been blocking that today.
Like, yep, I knew it was coming. The 50 meter was reached, and the U riding free it came through.
It is such a great tool to bust out of there. Like, sure, if you react with a spot dodge, you can punish, but it's safe on block. It is such a good tool in a situation like that.
Yep.
Oh, we
Some-
got some clashes.
Sometimes when you're so wrapped up in your own pressure, you just kind of forget about your opponent's resources and that they're looking for a specific thing.
Yep. They're both being quite cautious here. No one really going all the way in. I like it. But that's a good confirm.
Yep.
Some really good damage for just sniping them with a projectile.
The simple 1-2, the classic for Zoe, and it gets her a lot of that dragon meter back as well,
Yep.
most crucially. Ooh, I wonder if that 5U was intentional there. Maybe he wanted to go for an ultimate skill.
And there it is again, the slide, bust out. What's the pressure, Light?
Ooh, just clips the start with the 5U. Oh, doesn't get the conversion afterwards with the 2U.
Ooh, no bravery points to extend it that way, so I think Light gets another chance, but it's not looking good.
Oh, the sweep into the SSBA, and that's just going to be
Yeah,
it.
0 BP. That's damn.
Even without the cinematic, it was more than enough. Light's taking the first game.
Great stuff from both, but ooh, gotta be really careful when you're on 0 BP.
Yeah. It's like you don't want to be holding, you know, the strong strike throw pressure from Beatrix, so you BC out, but at the same time, it just means that the damage of her next hit is so high.
Yep.
Useful combo coming out from Ixis again, very efficient, and gonna get another big hit. That I think
That's
is gonna be
it,
a
yeah.
perfect. Oh no, drops
the
it!
Drop. And you've got the Delta Clock stocked. Ah, it just gets thrown.
Yeah, good stuff by Ixis there to remain confident and still challenge in those situations. Doesn't want to let those kinds of situations slip out of his fingertips.
Ah, and there it is again, medium slide.
This time the heavy gets the wall bounce from all the way over there. The 66L link, 66H link even.
Ooh, the shimmy? Tries it again, but Ixis doesn't buy it. Doesn't matter though. Light finds another hit, and I don't know. This could be death just
Oh,
because it's
definitely.
Beatrix. Yeah, I'm still getting used to the fact that it
Oh,
will
she hit
be.
top of limit. That's
Oh,
gonna
no,
drop.
that is bad.
Oh, Ixis not going for the throw in the corner, and the DP.
But still tries it.
Yep. Surprised that Ixis didn't go for the back throw to get that corner positioning and start proper offense. Maybe not believing, but
Could also be a heat of the moment thing, but however, we move to round 3,
yep.
and he's sitting in the corner, but okay, that's great. I haven't seen much presence of that dive move yet. I don't know why. It might not be super fruitful in this matchup, to be honest.
Oh, very crucial catch, wasting that meter on the side of Light.
Yeah, spend the BP to put him back in the corner.
Oh, a little bit late on that spot dodge. That's going to be quite a lot of damage. Only 2 BP on the side of the Light, so if he goes for an SBA confirm, this will do a lot of damage, which he does, and I think that's going to be enough.
It may be. Oh, damn.
Yes.
And it actually is. Okay, now we're 1-1. Tied it up. Like, it really is back and forth. No one's ever running over the other player. It's just can't see who's gonna take it.
Yeah. Very evenly matched between these two. You could easily get a reset if it goes the distance.
Perfect spot dodge. Nice punish too.
Nice anti-air as well.
God, and the bait! This is big because this is corner carry, then full combo. See, Ixis has become a wall all of a sudden.
Oh, a little bit too late. Probably tried to counter BC right there. And now just all of that work from Ixis from before gone down the drain because look at how much damage this is going to do.
Yep. So it's still Bayer's turn. Got to worry about that command grab on top of everything else. So yeah. And that should be death. Unless...
Oh, the drop right there.
Mashes out. No fear from Ixis. Just going all the way in. Wants that big one.
Oh, big 60 cell.
I love it. No fear from Ixis despite the low health.
Yeah, the confidence to just keep staggering that 60 cell. Eventually look for that counter and get the conversion. And as I mentioned, like Ixis is a very, very seasoned competitor. He's very good at maintaining his composure in high pressure situations.
Perfect for a grand final situation. See, this is what I'm calling the Zoe blender. It's hard to find your way out.
Yeah.
You may not be taking high-low mix, but Ixis just makes it really hard to find an opening. But if you have that tool, you might be able to get out.
Right, I like the DP immediately.
Just wake up, crouch light? Okay.
Oh, big counter, but not going to get the combo. Not quite close enough after to get the Thunderbird. Wow, the big cross-up, but doesn't believe in the hit.
See. Okay. So Ixis did find the hit there, and that's great. But I do want to just mention those Tiger Knee lightning shots he's doing. You know what I'm talking about, even though I can't describe it. Fishing for some big damage, and it makes sense in clutch moments. But that was kind of what I was saying at the start. He showed that card really early, and I like that Light isn't fighting anymore by teching.
But even then, it's still a pretty okay situation for Ixis because the U Lightning is plus on block. It still leaves him in a great position if it's blocked. Until Light starts introducing like delay mash or just ways to specifically call out that option, Ixis is still probably going to go for it.
Good point. Whip punish, great. See, Ixis doesn't even throw much. He just
Oh, gets clipped by the riding free.
Yeah, and I feel like the Lightning was aiming for that riding free too, so it's a surprise.
Wow, what a call out on that 6XM!
That was an amazing call out, okay.
Like keeping himself alive to the best of his ability. If Ixis does take this game, he does win the entire tournament.
And yep, that's a punish on that.
Yep,
Corner carry. And usually when it ends up in this situation, I think Light just runs away with it, but unless Ixis can find a way out. Like, you could spend another bravery point, but okay, there we go.
Yep, finally finds that 6XL. Zoe 6XL is a fantastic burst option. It's been doing so much work for Ixis throughout this set so far. Again, that 2-2U. Light does have the meter for another one, catches another backdash. Right,
okay.
Important DP. Chooses not to go for the immediate side swap
Yeah.
though. Keeping it nice and simple with the far medium. Light evening the set once again. Playing out very similarly to how their set in winners finals played out. Constant back and forth in games.
But for Light, he really needs this one so he can even get the reset. But Ixis is still on the verge of taking this whole tournament.
Look how much damage off of the mid-screen jump in.
Ooh. Spending the bravery point even on minus frames. That's not a great situation for Ixis, because then you can feel the pressures ramping up. And it's scary with, ooh, still an 100-meter Vera. But if Ixis still wants to make a wall, yep, it's just zoning him out. confident in it.
Wow, the pickup from all the way over there, and that's going to result in a lovely chunk of damage.
Amazing pickup.
Recognizing the counter and able to get the 2M afterwards.
But not quite it yet.
One more hit.
It tagged him! Gosh. Okay, holding his composure. Can Light get in?
No, he can't. Stuffed on the startup of the H riding free. Very important for Ixis. And now, at tournament point.
One more round for Ixis. Light needs to get in and stay in, but... Ooh. Attack low.
Lovely use of the lightning right there. Oh, big interruption with the 60 cell.
Well, seeing more dash Ls as well from Light. He really wants to get in there.
Yeah, he wants to ramp up the pace just to keep the set as close as possible. Big 2H coming out from Ixis, going to convert into the 66H, of course.
Yep, great combo, great damage.
Light now stuck in the corner as well. DT, there's
Now
the
he
throw.
wants to throw. Oh, it's bad. It's scary.
Oh, the
That's
jump
it.
in to bait the throw to close it out. Ixis taking it 3-2 once again in Grand Finals.
Amazing work from Ixis and amazing play from Light. Great Grand Final set there. Just only threw him at the end there. I don't think I saw a throw from Ixis throughout that set until the very end.
Yeah.
So that's the card he was hiding. And then, you know, it's still like you wouldn't expect a throw bait to still suddenly work after Light was never throwing, but you know, if he's like, oh, if I get thrown one more time and I lose the whole tournament, yeah.
But that was the thing about, of course, the early aerial thunders.
Yeah.
That conditions you to not want to throw, not want to go for those defensive throw techs. As a result, that gives Ixis the opportunity to go for throws later in the set. But yeah, just a lot of great adaptation between our two players. Really, really great stuff. To all the players who entered, of course, you yourself, a very respectable 4th place.
Thank you, thank you. Just outside the reach of prize money, but it's okay. I'll get him next month, all right? I'll learn that Bubs matchup. I'm coming.
And I'll actually make sure to enter next time.
Please show up on time and enter. We need to see your Percival. You think I'm not scrolling through your Twitter media, seeing all the tech? I want to see them guard break setups in person.
They're hard to hit. They may it may happen. It may happen.
I see. Next month.
I've got plenty of tricks up my sleeve regardless. But yes, thank you guys for coming through. I'm not sure which game we have next. Is it?
It's planned to be
Okay.
Under Night in Birth 2, but I'm not quite sure
No,
myself.
it's gonna be nothing. It's gonna be the end of the stream. But once
Ah.
again, thank you guys for turning up, and I hope you all have a lovely rest of the night.
Take care. My time is done.
Yeah, sure, go for it. Alright, we're gonna just have a quick post-match interview with you guys.
There we go.
Wagwan brother Ixis.
What's going on, dude? Oh, sorry, Viram.
That's a name not known in this community.
And that's how far back we
Yep.
go. That's how far
Yep.
back we go.
Yep, but how you feeling? Oh, £2? I might have £2.
He might have, I don't.
Let me see.
Here's my boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can pay you back that £2, by the way.
Ah, it's fine. It's all good.
Thanks.
Yeah, how you feeling after that?
Feeling pretty alright.
Nice. Yeah, I was saying before, Light was one of the players who really came into his own towards the end of base game.
Oh, I
And,
see.
You know, he was the last person to win a local event here, actually. He won Revo with the Vera.
Oh, he actually won Revo with Vera as well.
Yep.
Oh, damn, that's actually pretty impressive.
So now, of course, he's been playing this game a bit less. I'm not sure if he enjoys it quite as much, but, you know,
Fair enough.
a lot of that capability from the previous game translates to this one. So
Yeah,
you got to see
yeah,
that,
it definitely does. Definitely does. I think I asked him if I'd matched up against him in ranked at any point in the past, and we actually have under a different name, Young Heatbringer.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
the name he's repping online.
There
at
have
the
been
moment.
an army of Beatrix players that have been ranked against. Most of them completely decimate me. Although it has been getting a lot better in recent days. But I remember when he told me the name Young Heatbringer, I remember, oh yeah, that's a Beatrix that's like slapped me up on a ranked like a couple weeks ago or whatever.
Yep, I know that feeling all too well. I think I have Beatrix is definitely my lowest win rate on ranked at the moment. It's been very rough.
That's totally understandable.
Yeah.
That is very understandable.
So going into that set in particular, what were particular things that you were looking for?
So when I fight against Beatrix players now, I try to, because she does have far heavy, but aside from that, she doesn't really have poke.
Yeah.
It's usually just advancing attacks, you know, 2-2X, various Thunderbirds, and 6XL. You can stop her advancing in with like a 2M if you've got a good one. I don't know if that works for Percival, but I'm sure it'll work for Siegfried just fine.
I got fireballs at least, but fireballs are slow.
But otherwise, if they're not too trigger happy on 2-2X, you can start to lean on Dragon Summons and 2M a little bit more. So that's what I try to do, especially with Laser. Because if they try to, you know, jump or something else, Laser can actually catch them, as opposed to Immortal Thrust, which is a little bit easier to react to from further distances. Flames can hit her out of 2-2X, but I was a little less confident against him. I felt like he jumped a little bit too much for my liking and didn't really mash 2-2X as much as other Beatrix players have. Yeah, you know the kinds of Beatrix players who, when they get a spare moment, they'll do any variant of 2-2X. Once I see that too many times, I'm like, okay, just do the flames and hope they just free ride straight into it. But yeah, other than that, I was just like, wait till we get to a good distance where I can 6XL in first, take the initiative, and then just go from there.
Yeah, I think that was definitely the key feature in that matchup, your willingness to take the initiative with that 6XL, and the stagger timings as well, just being able to kind of vary it ever so slightly so that you catch those delay mashes and stuff. I think that was definitely key.
Yeah, one of my favorite pressure mix-up is definitely, as you probably saw, like in two very clutch occasions, deep 6XL.
Yep.
Where you just run into them and then just do a delayed 6XL. It has worked wonders for me throughout this entire game.
Yeah, it's very good. It's just the reward on 6XL across the whole cast is,
Yep.
I mean, it varies, but like, it's there. It's always there.
Yeah, it's always there. It's always there to some extent. You've got to believe in it. But what you say about taking the initiative is definitely true as well. I feel like in this game, and I feel like it's also very apparent against Beatrix as well, is that if you don't take the initiative, if you keep playing very reactive, all it takes is just one wrong guess, one slow reaction, and you're taking a boatload of damage, all that corner carry, and you'll be sitting there thinking, you know what, I really could have just 6XL'd at this point, or I could have just moved forward and maybe spot dodged if I recognized a 2-2X or something like that. So I try not to let other people just advance in on me and have me just constantly moving backwards all the time. It took me a while to kind of figure out how to do that against Beatrix, but I feel like I'm getting a handle on it now. I'm getting a bit more confident in the matchup.
Nice. Hopefully I'll be there with you soon, because I'm definitely not there yet.
I'm sure you will be. There's so many Beatrix players online. All you got to do is just sit on ranked, and they'll all come flooding in.
Yeah, we'll get there eventually. All right, anything else to close out with, you think?
Well, it's nice to win my first Granblue versus Rising tournament.
Yep.
I've only played like a couple of online tournaments from like a friendly French Discord that I'm a part of. Other than that, this is like my first like proper tournament. So it was nice to kind of get back in there, you know. I haven't played an offline tournament since like Ultimate in like 2019. So it's really good to get out there again and actually start playing, and definitely, you know, put money on the line, see how I play under pressure, especially in a tough matchup like Beatrix, who's obviously going to be very, very important going forward. I'm going to need to know how to play under that pressure and not crack, not lose confidence, just have your game plan down and then just perform on the day when it matters. And so it was good to get that experience. I'm glad I came. And I wouldn't have been here had you not told me about it.
Of
you
course,
know?
of course.
So thank you.
I want people to know that you are indeed a real person rather than just
Rather than a ghost.
The ghost of rank there to haunt all the Master of
The
Rank
ghost
players.
of ranked, yeah.
At any time, you can risk that Zoe coming through. But honestly, I'd rather be fighting that than a lot of the people in ranked. But
Oh,
it's all
yeah.
good. Yeah. So I think with that, I think we're pretty much wrapping up based on the sounds of the TOs in the back.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah, but thank you guys for coming through. Congrats once again. Exis, for the
Thanks a
win.
lot, man. Thanks for commentating. Thanks for rolling on up.
Oh, my pleasure.
Always good to see you, bro.
And you. Take care, everybody.
See ya.